Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hello there.
Marvel Studios' Black Widow special look trailer dropped a couple of hours ago, and we're gonna look at it right now. Here we go.
Natasha, my sister. After all this time, what brings you home?
I'm on the run. I was trying to do something good. You more than just a trained killer.
You're fooling yourself. We're still both trained killers.
We have unfinished business.
Who's we?
Still fits. Family, back together again.
You got fat.
It's my water weight.
Hey, it's been a while.
There's a new world of widows. New enemies. I'm done running from my past. Who the hell is that guy?
Yeah.
It's not a guy.
It's not.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's just the fact that he or she was mirroring her movement so much. I don't know. What if it's a clone or something?
Oh.
And then that would explain a lot, huh? I don't know anything about anything.
I don't know
regarding
anything.
This. I am uninformed
About anything.
She's like, who is that guy? And they literally had the same exact movement. So I'm going, well, maybe it's not a dude. Maybe it's sort of that.
Huh, I mean, that's a pretty good guess.
I don't know. Who knows? It's exciting. The thing that popped out of my brain was just how much airtime everybody has in this trailer. Like whether they're flying off of things or they're flipping through the air, they're doing like that, what do you call it? The layout or the gainer layout as they fly through the air, and everyone's just like hanging. It's crazy. I'm like, wow, a lot of flying in this trailer. I don't mind it at all. I think I was gonna say hilarious. I didn't mean that. It's hilariously fun, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it does look like a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed, I can't remember his name for the life of me now, but...
From Stranger Things?
From Stranger Things. Like, he's great, and I love the humor that he's bringing to this, especially, like, his one-liner with, oh, that's water weight. Like, yeah, I wish we could just use that excuse all the time. Just be like, no, I'm just puffy because of the water weight. Like, no,
I mean, technically it is. If you want to get, down to the nitty gritty and the science of it all, it's a lot of water.
my fat cells are just holding water. Is that what it is?
I mean, we're 80% water or something like that, right? So if you're fat, that means you get more water.
All right. Jaby logic.
Dehydrate for 3 days, and you'll either die or you're thinner.
Become a beef jerky.
Yeah.
I had not seen the original trailer, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I like Black Widow. And I love that she's getting her own story. I was really sad when they killed her off in Endgame, but I'm glad that we get to see her again.
I enjoyed the original trailer more. Like, it showed you more. They showed you a couple of new clips here, but it was mostly the same footage, but less of the original trailer. The special look, I guess, is the villain. Whoever that super soldier is that's mimicking her movement, that's the only new addition that I can think of that I don't vividly recall from the first trailer.
But the family dynamic, everything,
yeah, that was there.
Yeah. Because it's interesting because in the blurb they're all like, oh, the family's back together again. So I thought that maybe that was why they were showing this.
There was a lot of emphasis placed on that in the first trailer. There's like a whole fight scene with her and her sister, and
that's super cool.
Yeah, you see them around the table, and the water weight joke is new.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've had fights with my sister, but they don't look nearly as cool. It usually just involves a lot of hair pulling and name calling. Mm-hmm. There you go. You learned a little bit about me and my family dynamic.
There must be an explanation for it, but why is Scarlett Johansson the only one without the Russian accent?
Oh, because she's lived in the States for so long, and that's what happens. I mean, that's been happening to me. So pretty soon I'm just going to sound completely American.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. No, that's fair.
I mean, I guess that's why.
I find that when you are around family again that you haven't seen in a long time, like,
Yes.
one of my good friends, Siaka Harding, he lived in London for a long time, and he developed the English accent. And every time his London friends come into town, he starts speaking with an English accent. Mm-hmm. And it's not because he's imitating them, it's just because his ear picks it up and he starts doing it also. And so, if the movie's trying to be realistic, you know, with the high falls and no, like...
And 3-point landings.
The 3-point landing sticks out in my head because she comes from this really high drop and just goes pop and just lands it, right? And sticks it.
That's the superhero landing, okay? It doesn't matter if you break your knees and feet and all your joints in the meantime. That's just how you land.
But she's not a superhero, right? She's just a person.
She's a superhero person.
No, but I mean, she's like Bruce Wayne. She has bones and they can get broken.
Yes,
unless she's in a super
she's
suit.
a highly trained professional, and so
I don't care how highly trained you are. You can parkour. You can't park your way up from. You can't parkour from 100 feet and expect your bones to be alright. She's gonna have some knee issues when she's 90.
Yeah,
if she makes it that far. Obviously, she doesn't. So
that's
have
fine.
At it. Mess your knees up. No, I'm just saying, like, it just drops. It's like there's no like, you know what I'm saying? There's no like reverberation in her movement at all. She just goes pop.
Do you just want to see these superheroes like drop and then be like, oh,
I mean, it's a Marvel.
hurt.
It's
Let
a
me
Marvel
just
movie.
get
Marvel films are always undercutting the drama with a joke. Why not? They are like, pow, go, man, the knee. Let's do this. All right, there we
It'd
go.
be like the Expendables Marvel style.
I mean, let's take a look at that moment. That's that. Where is it? I mean, look how high she's coming off a helicopter.
We have unfinished business.
It's just like no wrist damage whatsoever, like at all. Just like pow. I'm like, no. Unless that's like a special super suit of some kind that
Maybe.
is sustaining her joints and muscles and everything in a particular way. Her knee's gone, her wrist's gone. It's a wrap. There is no fight scene after that. She's just walking home, like limping. You know?
Like shuffling along.
That's all I'm saying. Because the thing about it is, if you talk to anyone who is a parkour specialist of some kind, they'll tell you can't do that. You have to roll out of that.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In order to like, what do you call it? Offset the impact.
Yeah, you use your momentum to protect yourself.
When I was a little kid, I used to think that if you jumped off something, if you flipped, it would undo like the impact of hitting the ground. I don't know why I thought that. I was like, I remember being on what's it called?
Ferris wheel?
The Ferris wheel with my mom. I was like 8 years old, and we were like really high up. I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna flip off. She's like, go ahead, you're gonna die.
I love that your mom just wasn't phased. She's like, one less kid to feed. Go ahead.
Setting aside all the jokes, I'm actually very, very excited for the fight scenes in here. They did do the thing that I hate, which is, I mean...
But you were saying that is Black Widow's move.
It's Black Widow's move, but it wasn't Scarlett Johansson that did it. It was one of her sisters that did it, where they did the wraparound tossy-turny thing.
Well, that's all right. They're family, right? And they've been trained at the same place, so presumably they maybe have a similar fighting style.
It was Rachel Weisz did it. And it's very clear that it's not her, because then they cut to her going, kapow! Like, I did it. So, I was on Instagram earlier, and the reason I knew about this, and okay, hold on. There's a whole conversation I'm leaving out. ACHARA came into the room while I was editing and was like, there's a special look trailer that dropped for Black Widow. And I'm like, I know. I knew about that a while ago because someone on my Instagram was like, did you see me? Like, one of my stunt female friends was like, I'm in the trailer. If you look for me, you'll find me. I'm almost positive that, I don't even know which friend it was because I just scrolled past and kept going because I didn't want to like see the video. I'm pretty sure that she did that move. Hey, she's walking by a gyros restaurant. I don't know if you know this, but at the end of Avengers, I'm pretty sure they go to like a restaurant just like that. Like a gyros restaurant or something.
Oh, really?
I don't remember exactly what it was. Or maybe it was shawarma.
Shawarma is basically a gyro. You just call it shawarma everywhere else except in the States, I think.
It was shawarma. Yeah, see, they have shawarma.
Yeah.
Boom. And she's walking right by a shawarma place.
Yeah, see?
Maybe that's a reference.
Maybe.
I seriously doubt it. Only someone like me would put that together. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Make sure to check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media. She's on the YouTubes as well, and the Twitters, tweeting never. And but if you bug her, she'll tweet back. I'm on Instagram if you feel like looking at my photos and stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon. Ring ding a ling.
Ring ding a ling.
So you get notified every time we drop another video. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.